business to take care of. The lesson today is Dan's lesson. He's asked me to go over that, exactly what he had. So I'm learning the same time as you. But what he did ask is that we would finish up. We did the gift of encouraging last week. And the one area he didn't cover, we're going to just briefly go over these, is the misuses of the gift of encouragement. We're talking about spiritual gifts. There's 7 of them. The gift of encouragement was one of the ones he talked last week. The gift of encouragement is to lift up, or the motivation to stimulate the faith of others. To lift up, or the motivation to stimulate the faith of others. Now, some of the misuses. Giving counsel before discerning the type of person or problem that you have. It's tough to start giving advice or encouragement unless you know a little bit about the individuals, the situation of the individual that you're working with, or what their problem is. Taking family time to counsel others. That you're going to see in many of the gifts, including the gift I'm going to talk about a little bit later. Taking family time to counsel others. We all have spiritual gifts. We'll talk more about it in a second. But using that spiritual gift at the expense of your family is a misuse. A lot of families, even I know kids that their dad was a pastor, and they just feel they got gypped. Their dad was never there, you know, and he's got to do stuff. But using your spiritual gift at the expense of your family is a misuse, really, regardless of what that gift is. Treating family and friends as projects rather than persons. I guess it can be easy to do that. You think of a project, a situation that we're taking care of, rather than the individual, would be a misuse of the gift of encouragement. Using other authorities rather than the Bible for emphasis and counsel. You can go to any bookstore and find that self-help section, and the top 10 books on, in this case, encouraging, are listed there. And there may be some good advice in those, I'm not saying that. But when it comes to the spiritual gift that we're talking about, God has got to be the basis for that. And that brings us to the next point. Neglecting proper emphasis on basic Bible doctrines. Making sure that the spiritual gift that we're talking about, in this case encouraging, is emphasizing the Bible and God as the authority for where that gift comes from. Number 6. Encouraging others to depend on them, the person that's giving encouragement, rather than on God and His authority. It's easy to do when you're helping somebody and you're supporting them during a hard time. They can become dependent upon you. That's wrong. That emphasis should be on God. He's the one that's going to be providing that support and that help, and He's the one giving you that spiritual gift. Number 7, trusting visible results rather than a true change of heart. Even if things are happening, even if in this case the gift of encouragement is making a change, it's the person's heart that's where the emphasis has to be. Otherwise, it's just an external event that occurred, something else that happened. Maybe they are encouraged, but we're looking for something that's much deeper to help them out. Number 8, jumping into new projects without finishing existing ones. It seems there's always something else somebody's asking you to do, or another situation where you're tugged away at. Finishing the situations that we have where God has put us, to use that gift one thing at a time. And finally, number 9, raising the expectations to others prematurely. You know, I think that utilize your gift, particularly maybe the gift of encouragement, you have to have patience. And we all know, especially us when you get a little bit older, God's timetable and ours is certainly not the same thing. And you have to have patience when you're helping and utilizing your gifts.